You know, there's been a lot of cases now that I keep on hearing from my patients that they're putting their child on medication for being hyperactive or attention deficit. What is going on? Why is it that we have so many kids in that situation now? And unfortunately, they've been put on medication for, just some of those conditions that they're going through. Well, let's start. First and foremost, most of our kids are being fed, and we're not being told or being educated. That let's just start with the morning breakfast. What do we feed our kid? Most of us will feed our kid with cereals, and then apple juice or orange juice, pancakes, syrups, waffle, bagels, just something quick. Unfortunately, all those things that I mentioned earlier has a lot of sugars. So what a sugar does? Yes, sugar is gonna make you full very fast, but also it makes you get hungry really fast also as well. So let's imagine your kid eat that for breakfast. And then guess what happened when they go to school? They have to sit still. So how are they gonna burn all that calorie that they just ate? But more importantly, all of those sugars that just basically just urgent for them to move around, for them to go outside or to make them jump or make them run. As a result, guess what? They're very hyperactive. So therefore, for me, I really do truly believe it all starts with a lot of processed food that we've been feeding our kid, a lot of fast food restaurant that we've been feeding our kids, sodas, and all the bad processed snack. So I believe because of that, that's one of the reasons why a lot of kids are being diagnosed with ADD or ADHD. So guys, it doesn't cost money. Let's try it. Let's try to feed them better food. You can Google it. You can search it. What's a good, healthy breakfast that doesn't contain a lot of sugar? And just basically try to feed them that. But more importantly, unfortunately, kids nowadays, think about it. They're not like us in the 80s, where we go outside and run and jump and basically go to the park and do everything. We burn all that calories. We burn all that basically energy out and everything like that. So by the time we're ready to go home, we're ready to go to bed. Or back then, I remember when I was going to school, I loved PE. So what we do in PE, we run, we basically get dirty and doing all the things. But nowadays, guess what kids are doing? They're not doing that. They're so into their device. So guess what? They're spending most of their time on their phone, going through their phone with social media or other apps. So kids are not very active anymore. As a result, all that sugar you feed them, they gotta figure out what else they needed to do to be able to basically get rid of all that energy. Unfortunately, we always try to look for the quick fix, but not really start thinking about is that what we needed to do. So when it comes to ADD, ADHD, the most important thing you guys can do as a parents is let's start thinking about their diet. Let's start feeding them more whole food. Let's start giving them better breakfast. Let's start taking them outside more. Let's start limiting their phone usage. That's what we can do. And for me, I believe that's the root causes of a lot of the diagnosed ADD and ADHD. And unfortunately, their pediatrician doesn't have time to talk to you about, making this food changes or being more active with the kids or basically limiting their device time. Because of the device too also as well, that's the reason why there's such a huge rise in kids with mental health issue, depressions, sadness, lack of social connections. Unfortunately, the device is not really a smart device at all. It's making our kids very sick. Just look around. We have so many kids nowadays are obese. So many kids nowadays at a very young age being diagnosed with diabetes type 2. So many kids now, they're being sick. So many kids having the flu, but then at the same time being sick for so many days. That's not normal. And a lot of it has to start with our nutrition, but also a lifestyle. Hope this helped. I know it's tough. It's not easy raising up kids, but if you start thinking about the fundamental, the basic needs of the human being, I think we can all change. And not just only that, but as a parents, we have to be a good role model. But not just only that, as a parents, we have to be a good role model. We have to eat better. We have to limit our device time. We have to have a better sleep routine. And also at the same time, we have to be active. See you in the next video.